Hello and welcome to Candlepins for Cancer, live from Boutwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire, raising money for bowlers and families against the cost of this terrible disease. Donate or take part by going to candlepins4cancer.com. Introducing the stars of our final stepladder matchup. Our previous two-time winner with a qualifying score of 630, Tim Douglas, and our number one seed with a qualifying score of 647, Shaun Shattuck. And now your hosts, Paul Grant and Mike Morin.
Thanks, Greg. Welcome to those watching on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Hit subscribe. It's free. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Semi-pro to pro action. Over 1,900 videos in climbing. Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube in high definition. Also, welcome to those watching later on the WON Sports Television Network, 37 television markets across the country. And please welcome 2023 President's Cup winner, 6 decades of radio, author of 4 books, Mr. Mike Morin.
Oh, boy. Hello. Thank you very much. So it's not every day that you get a house bowler in one of these tournaments, let alone the top seed. So I'm curious to find out how he's handling it all, how he's processing it.
Well, he's never really bowled a lot of 5 strings, so
yeah.
599 is previous high 5. Most people's 3-string leagues. He got a 647 the qualifier.
Wow.
He got a 560 the first time, came back at a 647 to get number 1.
I did notice that from the last to the top was only about a 20-pin difference. So anybody could have been in any position because it wasn't a runaway for anybody, but what an accomplishment for him. He only has to bowl 1 match.
Before we talk to the guys,
Right.
Talk about your books first of all, real quick.
Lunch with Tommy and Stacia, of course, the definitive Candlepin Bowling history book of the TV years, and then the Red Arrow Diner, which there's one right here in Concord, about the history of that and the amazing things I dug up. So those are available. Just get in touch with me.
Let's meet the bowlers.
Thank you.
Let's
All
talk to
right.
Tim Douglas first of all. The number 3 seed in the finals, trying to get his second title. Tim, boy, Lister gave you a scare, didn't he, the freight train?
Yeah, but hey, it was cool to watch him coming back, so now I got Shaun, and let's see what happens.
It's difficult for a freight train to get through a tornado, isn't it?
Yeah, so we'll see how it goes.
You're doing much better in your single pins overall today.
Yeah, I'm very happy with myself right now, so hopefully it stays that way.
Good luck. Mike with Shaun
Shaun,
Shattuck.
come on up. Very nice to meet you. Never seen you before. But
Plenty of times.
yeah, well, we don't want to talk about that. Anyway, how exciting must this be? This is your home,
Yes.
and you've got probably a lot of familiar faces. Does that make it easier or harder?
It's no different, I don't think. It's
So
just,
you're home. Yeah. So you're pretty unflappable, it sounds like, just reading your body language.
not necessarily. I mean, it's the nerves are there. Always are. Bowling a good bowler like Timmy.
That's true. But in a situation like this now, this is sort of unfamiliar territory to be on this much of a stage. But it was interesting, and I'm glad that you brought up Dan Murphy in your bio, the fact that you actually got to bowl him and you did beat him one time.
Yes. On the Monday Night Men's League. That was great. Came down to the last 5 boxes. I threw a strike in the 10th, and that was it. It was awesome. Probably the best feeling I've ever had.
I do miss that guy. He must have been good friends with everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Shaun, it's nice to meet you. Best of luck to you today.
Hey, I love the shirt and the hat, by the way, too.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. All right, Greg.
Thanks so much, Paul and Mike. If you're new to Candlepin Bowling, a very special welcome to you. You've come in for some match here as we conclude our Candlepins for Cancer ladder. Plays the same as big ball bowling, but you get 3 small balls per frame instead of 2. And in Candlepin alone, any pins dropped on the plate stay on the plate and can be used as live wood. Of course, no fair throwing a gutter ball, of course. Our final match about to get underway. Tim Douglas has won the previous 2, and we're about to see if he can take out the house special, a very fitting final boss, here at Boutwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire.
Tim Douglas leads off on lane 6 here. Beautiful Boutwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire. Owned by the Dallas family. Dallas with an E. Hosting the Mixed Worlds June 27th, 28th, 29th. A lemon drop. And it's triple lemon drop day. That's $3 for the tornado. He gets a giggle out of that. It should be 5 in the first box because you can't fill the mark.
It should be about $10 gajillion, Paul, I think.
Good recovery. 3 right, 7 left. The finals underway. First of 3 strings on Candlepin Bowling Network and later on the WON Sports Television Network.
First lemon drop today?
Yes.
Wow. Thank God it's a triple day. Is that
Starts
yours?
off the match with a 9.
Lots of bonus money available, trying to give some away in the strike challenge. Lister darn near came close to that. Tim Douglas, meanwhile, $225 of bonus money from his 2 previous victories.
Douglas back in the pocket for strike 9. Holds up on the 2.
What pin was that came in front of the 2?
I'll be faster on the replay button next time, Mike.
Okay. I'll give you about a 20-minute notice.
For a spare. Bang! 19 of the ball through 2. First of 3 underway.
I need about 7 seconds, I regret.
Doing a great job on that.
Let's pause 7 seconds.
7 seconds. This is Candlepin Bowling Network. Facebook, YouTube, follow, subscribe. Oh, and like the video if you're logged into the platform. Thank you.
And 2 10 seconds. 1 3 in the 5. On the spare, 26 through 2. Welcome back, Mike Warren.
Thank you very much, and we are grateful to Faye Sawyer giving up her Saturday to come down and keep score for this fabulous fundraising bowling tournament that happens so often around New England.
But she's happy it pays for a bowling tonight.
Oh, okay.
$50 to keep score
bucks.
instead of a lob line judge. Well, requested a scorekeeper instead, so we obey what they said. He takes a 9, and now he missed a single pin. 35 through 3. He's doing much better today. Last night he missed about 5 or 6 last night for spares.
And ended up with 381. Man, he was on fire. Joey Lister within a mark of winning.
You throw 166 and you lose.
Yeah,
Amazing.
can you imagine?
Yeah, that was a thrilling finish.
Needing a 173 or 4.
And he was dead in the water coming to that second half.
Yeah.
Boy, he put on the show and got $270 in bonus money. More than Tim did in 2 matches. Oh, what a try that was.
At the 4-pin, dodge all that.
Shaun Shattuck up next.
Rolling wood.
Must stop by rule. Now it goes away. Douglas gets that one to go. Now he makes a single pin, 10, 45 through 4.
You can see that +5 by Douglas's name. That's relative to par 10 per frame, so 45 through 4 is 5 above that pace, and that's why he's got the plus sign.
And he had 4 blocks to start the second match today.
Which would be -6.
Last match, rather. Now he goes right, just 4. Thanks to Jonathan Rios putting Candlepins for Cancer on WON Sports Television Network, WWON New York, Channel 48.
Starlight 6? Just kidding.
1 3 in the 7, trying to get to 55 through 5. And House Bowler with a big crowd here watching up next.
Jonathan Rios will do any replays I miss.
That's true. Post-production.
Douglas, will it go? Yes. 55 half, back-to-back 10s.
9s and 10s in the frames you don't mark. That's how you do it.
Shaun Shattuck takes off the Candlepins Cancer hat, and now he takes a slide on the approach to lane 5.
He's all decked out in the Candlepins for Cancer garb today with the shirt and the hat, which just came off.
A real humble guy, too. Nice guy.
Our dress code is basically the same as international competition, except the Candlepins for Cancer merch is totally allowed.
Just turned 35 last month. From Concord, New Hampshire, his whole life. 117 average, 118 career high for a whole season. Full Horseman, missed inside.
Thought he had it.
High single 184. High triple 420. His high 5 of the Candlepins against roll of 647. Doesn't bowl out of 5 stringers, previously 599. Parents got involved back in the 1990s. Nice 10.
He fit it in between.
Takes a 1-pin lead in the first box of the first string. Up against a spare 7 and a 55 half.
That's the ball taking both those pins
It is.
out.
Doesn't happen often.
You could say average-wise, Tim is the favorite.
The pins weigh 2.5 pounds. The balls usually weigh an ounce or 2 less.
Smooth ball. Look at this. The W, the 189. Brutal.
Those of you watching the sorry, Mike, go ahead.
It's not a split either.
I'm kind of glad that he didn't make that spare now because he would have been dealing with a three fill.
But 13 beats a 10.
Well, that's true, but it just feels so wrong. You feel dirty.
They try. Got 4 of the 7.
When people seeing the starting soon screen on Candlepin Bowling Network saw Tim Douglas take 6 out of 7 pins on this sleeve. The same one.
A 9, 19 through 2. The 10 gets a breeze, won't fall. He's not touching that dial. Don't touch that dial. 26-19, down 7.
If the pin falls after you press the button, it's no good.
Good to see a house bowler, a regular house bowler in the top spot coming in. Nice ball for a strike, 9. Leads up to 4. $1,300 to the winning bowler of this match, $900 for the runner-up plus any bonus money.
4-pin got missed by that forward wood.
Go right at the pin for a spare. Bang! 29 the ball through 3-7 to take the lead.
He does not seem affected by the bigness of the moment compared to the rest of his bowling resume.
His home center advantage is obvious right now.
Little biased home crowd here. On the bonus, finds the pocket.
Along
Diamond
those lines,
left.
I will tell you that the one tournament I won in the Amateur Candlepin Tour back in the 90s, it was at my home bowling center, and boy, that was so cool to have all my friends there.
35 through 3. Oh, tough break. Diamond's a girl's best friend for Class A bowlers. Not so much, just 27% conversion rate. Stats by Candlepin Bowling Network.
Okay. Didn't know that.
It's a 10. 45-45 up against a 10. The finals on Candlepin Bowling Network and WON Sports. Another good ball. This time it's the bucket of 5. They call in Canada the bucket shot. Diamond plus the 7.
So 23 pins from top to bottom in the 5 bowlers who qualified. Of course, you're looking at the top bowler at 647. The number 5 seed was Dean Sullivan, just 23 pins behind him.
And it's funny, the diamond is 27%, the 5 pinner there is 31%.
Wow.
He'll take an 8 and trails 55-53, we think, at the half. Yes, it is.
4 for 5 was Shattuck on the head pin to Tim Douglas's 1 for 5. One spare apiece.
A lot of bonus money in the line. Tim Douglas starts the second half of the first string. Updating the bonus money hit, Greg.
The biggest cash offer is $300 for a triple strike. Still waiting, Timmy, and $100 for the strike challenge. Plus 400 triple, perfect game is $100, $50 for 3 marks in a row, $50 each subsequent, and $25 for each string. Did I get it all?
Yes.
But I do have a question, and I'm sure you've addressed it. Maybe you've even dealt with it. So 3 strikes is?
Spare. 3 strikes is not a spare.
No. 3 strikes, $1,000,
no,
right?
No, 300. We do 300.
Oh, it's 300.
We don't get sponsorship like Channel 5 did.
I was going to say.
We do 300 and then $50 for 3 marks in a row also.
All right, so what about 300 for every subsequent strike after 3?
100.
100, okay. Thank you.
Ooh. Drops 9 on this one.
Kingpin is the 5. Wood hanging around, trying to get it out of the way. Big 9 fills 74 through 6 in the first of 3 in the championship match.
Almost don't have any choice. I guess you can go around the cap on the right, or just bash it right on the red line, on the deadwood.
For a spare, he got it. 2 in a row. 84 and a ball through 7 for the Tornado.
There's a stigma about playing the wood in that situation, but he was just covering so much of it, and the red line was so clear.
It's.
He's looking to Troy Fournier for his opinion on the matter. His Friday night teammate and also Boutwell's local bowler.
Troy was here last year as a 3-seed, the 643 qualifier. First strike, 9, 10, strike. $50 in bonus money. 2 spares to strike. The Tornado touches down. 94 through 7, 104 plus 2 through 8. $275 in bonus money, right, Greg?
225 previous, so yes, now 275.
Joey Lister at 275 in one match last time. A 166 finale to fall short by 8 pins. No quitting that guy. Crossing over 8, 3 in the 10. Baby split, Wood behind perfectly on the wiggling 3. Another $50 in bonus money each subsequent mark that Greg alluded to earlier.
I think it's covering. It's close.
This should go. If he hits the pin, he does, and it goes.
Oh, man.
Another big 20. 114 through 8, 124 and a ball through 9.
Of course, he's very young, but I was surprised that his high single is just 190, not just, but it's 194. He'll have multiple 200s plus, I'm sure, in his career when it's all said and done.
Like Craig Holbrook. Oops.
In the pocket again.
Oh, that was a cheap shot.
Football
but funny.
season, goalpost. 132 through 9.
But Craig Holbrook, who's had, can we say a double Hall of Fame career? Not official.
I'd say a quadruple Hall of Famer.
But a 200 single isn't everything. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Right.
So there's your heavily loaded compliment.
Yeah. do you think he's over it? And if he gets it, he
Oh,
gets
what a
it?
try.
Or is
Three
it
shots
really,
at 4.
does it bug him, do you think?
Well, look at Pedro Martinez, that one hitter against the Yankee. He never had a no-hitter. He was a great pitcher.
Yeah.
A 10.
Yeah, it's your overall body of work, I think, as opposed to one isolated.
142 first string for Tim Tornado Douglas. Wow.
Didn't take the smudge off screen, but there you go. Back half featured a spare 9, spare, strike, spare.
All right, so here's Shaun Shattuck.
That was an 88 half for him.
53 through 5. Look at this. Second time he's done the W, the wiggle, the 189. Brutal. Again, not consider the split. Tough challenge for him here.
Actually, it should be because the 1 pin is down. At least
I
by
guess we're
10 pin
here.
definition. If the 1 pin isn't there and you got all kinds of things like that going on, it would be called a split.
Nice. That's a wild 10.
Wow.
Awesome shot. 63 through 6. Had a
Crowd
spare 6 in the
appreciation.
third. Yes.
3 and 2 is my favorite bad leave for exactly this reason. That's a sweet slice on the 2 to get into the 6 and 10 for Shaun Shattuck.
That's a banana split plus. At Friendly's, it's Jim Dandy. 4 scoops of ice cream versus 3. Friendly's ice cream. 1-3, wobbling 6. The king is the 5, behind the 1.
Got some wood surrounding it, which helps contain things and keep the action right in front of it.
Shaun for a spare. Drills it.
Yeah, beautiful.
Second spare of the first in the championship match. 73 and a ball through 7. The crowd gives him a hand. Which one, as Curly would say in the Three Stooges? Give me a hand. Which one?
If Tim Douglas wanted to win a free game here at Boutwell's, it generates a random score after every game. He threw a 142. He needs to be on 64. Better luck next time.
Back in the pocket. He's just 5. Check mark in the 10. Unbelievable. 78 through 7, the first of 3. Trying to get it closer. Tim at a 142 first. Nice offer. Not accepted.
You were hit 7 pin. What is that?
Oh,
Absurd.
wouldn't be so bad except the 85 half that Tim just threw.
Living the edge for a 10. 8's a wild. 8, 8, 8, 88 through 8 in the first of 3.
This is not the first broadcast that's been done out of Boutwell's Bowling Center, apart from all the streaming in the streaming era, but Yankee Cable Network or Yankee Championship Bowling had a show out of Boutwell's as well.
I forgot about that. Was that back in the 70s or 80s?
Something like that.
I
But
want to say 70s.
I believe either Mike Sweeney, Wolfman12395, or Alley Chat have videos of that old show. Steve Vadney had a few clips. a clip or
I've
two
seen
out of
pictures of it, but I don't know if I ever saw a video.
Tim's going to win the first string. That's $25 in bonus money. He's won 6 of 7 strings today. And the one he lost, he threw a 137 to Joey Lister's 166. Shaun Shattuck a 9, 97 through 9. A tough start up against Tim Douglas's 142. Still time left for total. Another good ball, another split. 2, 4, 6 right. How many head pinits he had, Greg, in splits now?
that's only his second split with the 2 W leaves mixed in there as well. 7 for 10 on the head pin.
Same spot. The best he can do is 107. Tim has a decent lead going into the middle string.
Yeah, at least 35.
Shattuck an 8.
So there it is.
105. Bogus string by his standards. He's down 37, heading the middle string. Greg.
Well, I know that first string sunk Lister, but 105 for Shattuck is something he can build on. Tim Douglas, 142, extraordinary as ever, takes that lead into the middle string, coming up next on Candlepin Bowling Network and WON Sports. Which may be very soon for us live viewers. We'll just check in with the bowlers and see if we're ready to go straight away.
Might as well. Why hold it up?
We gotta sell the merch.
Oh.
Say, Paul, do you need a minute more, or do we? Yeah. We need a minute more. Sorry about that. Sorry, folks. We'll actually be taking a minute or two break here. It'll still be brief, but not as instantaneous as we're used to. We'll be right back.
All right, shall we take it?
Oh, sounds good. Yeah, we got to let Paul do it. Say, Tim, it's up to you. You want to start now? We can actually just take the call here if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. All right.
Welcome back. It is the middle string of 3. Welcome back. It is the middle string of 3 here at Boutwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire. I'm Greg Guyar alongside Mike Morin and Paul Grant. And Tim Douglas with a 37-pin lead as we begin this middle stanza.
I love when you work music into bowling.
I'm well versed in doing so.
I insert I Go Crazy in.
Into every single karaoke session ever.
Spread Eagle. Great song. The number 12 song in 1978.
Was it?
Billboard Top 100. Yes, it was. It was the longest running single at the time. Peaked at number 7 for 3 weeks in a row. I'm Casey Kasem, and this is American Top 40. 8 to start the middle string for Douglas. Won the first 142.
Thought he was going to get a Shattuck slice on that one and make the same 3 and 2.
And it's a 37-pin lead coming in. Douglas hums it, crosses over, gets 8. 3 right, 5 left. Would possibly help.
$1,300 to the winner. Runner-up, $900. And bonus money, of course.
Occupant does not carry. Douglas doinks it for a 9.
Wow.
17 through 2 in the second of 3.
Leaving the door ajar just slightly.
Mike, talk
Or
about
Shaun.
your books.
My books? Oh, I've written books. What about Candlepin Bowling, Lunch with Tommy and Stacia? And the second book about the Red Arrow Diner. I enjoyed digging into both of them and found out stuff that I guarantee, if you do read it, or if you have, you were surprised by some stuff. Because when you do a book, you got to fill pages so you find stuff that people don't know about. That's the great joy for me. So anyway, get in touch with me, Mike Morin Media at gmail.com.
Morin.
Thank you, yes. Keep looking at this Oreo cakester. I think I'll be eating that on the way home.
$8 here, 25 through 3.
So a bit of a slow start for the man who was on fire last string, Tim the Tornado, 142, but now he's at 25 without a mark through 3.
Timmy's on this headpin. He's crushed it.
So much for that.
From 0 to 60 in no time flat. Have another look at this one.
Can you time that? Is there any way to tell?
We'll have to go frame by frame on this one. Fun fact, on YouTube, you can go comma and period keys on your keyboard. When you pause the video, you can go comma and period and go 1 frame at a time.
There's your tip for the day, tech fans.
No, thank you. I'll stick to this. 7, 8, 10.
Well, you're not asleep long enough on any given day.
I always say if I'm a bird in a perch, I'll be the first one to fall off.
We'll get to it on his turn, but there was a very interesting question to chat about Shaun Shattuck's family tree. We'll get to that in just a moment.
I mean, how's a bird in a perch? What if they get the flu? How do they stay on the perch?
If they get the flu?
Yeah, they get sick, you know? They get the bird flu?
Oh.
How they don't lay down? They don't take a break?
I don't get it either.
That's remarkable.
Does this go?
Almost.
Oh, it was a good try.
9 to strike, 4, 4, 4, 44 through 4. In the second of 3. Confident young bowler, 9, 53 half. Not happy that missed single pin.
I put the strike fill in way too soon, of course, so that's a 9 fill 9 box 53 at the half.
Okay, so 53 is confirmed. Halfway through his match, Shaun Shattuck trying to bounce back.
You got a shot here. The door is open with just a 53 half. He could bang in a 70 or 80 half. He'd be back on his way.
So the question is Shaun any relation to Glenn Shattuck from Stars and Strikes fame as well? And I believe it says his cousin, if I...
Second cousin.
Second cousin.
That's
there.
my chicken scratch writing. His cousin Brittany Shattuck here in the house watching. What a try that was. Shaun, S-H-A-U-N, Shattuck, S-H-A-T-T-U-C, pronounced Shattuck, a 9. Up 1 in the string, down 36 in the match. Mike.
I was just thinking about the pronunciation of his name and spelling it so folks would know for the fan mail that he might get here. Not S-E-A-N, but S-H-A-U-N. Average is 117. His high single is 184. High triple is 420. And his high five happened to get here today, 647.
Pull down the YouTube description for bonus money and the correct spelling of Shaun.
For a spare, missed it. Could have used that one.
Got to take advantage of the empty frames left by Tim in his first 5.
Shattuck at 9, 2 9s to start the middle string. He's up 1 in the string. He's still down 36 in the match. Still time left, but needs some marks.
So when Glenn Shattuck was on, that would be with Doug Brown and Dan Murphy era of the show, as opposed to Dick Lutzke and
what's his face?
Mike Morin.
Yeah, I don't ever remember him being on with us. We took over in '97, so.
When it moved from Park Place lanes to Leda lanes.
Yeah, just a complete reset of everything. I never totally understood that, but I did enjoy my 8 seasons there.
You could fit more spectators into Leda, to say the very
it was great.
least.
Shattuck at 8, 26 through 3. Still up 1 in the string. Still down 36 in the match.
And then the audience atmosphere is, we've got a great atmosphere of our own here. But
we do.
On Stars and Strikes, you had like coffee for the people and
we had donuts,
tables and name tags and everything. It's like
Ray Simoneau would get a couple boxes from Dunkin' Donuts and maybe some of those big box of Joes.
6 wobbling 10, 7 left. See if he can give it a ride. He's trying to hang in there with the number 3 seed.
What I loved is we had bleachers there, so you could squeeze a bunch of people right behind the 2 lanes that you're shooting. Right now, here they're kind of spread out, so everybody's got plenty of room. But bleachers were great, and within 10 minutes of the lights going off, bleachers were struck and put away till the next time.
Good effort there, falls short.
And then, of course, Candlepins for Dollars had the bleachers because
They
Pilgrim
did.
Lanes and Haverhill just had them there.
Oh, I love that place, too.
Shattuck at 10, 36 through 4. He's down 8 in the string.
Angelotti
Biggest deficit,
family.
45 in the match. Up against a 9. Could use a mark. At a 151, the qualifiers.
Oh.
9.
I thought he was going to be stuck with the 7-9 on that.
Yeah, his ball tailed away from the head pin there. That looked like or 5.79 or something like that, but then they both went.
Yeah, this could be dicey.
You have to go in a head-on collision there for this one. Or
Yep,
get around
pretty
it somehow.
much.
Can he get it?
Oh,
he
yeah.
does. There.
There you go. Sign of a pro, man.
Sigh of relief. 46
Yeah,
to the ball.
that too.
Halfway through the match. Time for an update from Greg Gouillard.
So 7 pins up, minus a ball for Tim Douglas. That's basically status quo, which is good news for Tim Douglas for total pinfall as he tries to become a 2-time Candlepins for Cancer Ladder champion. 6 marks to 3 for Tim Douglas.
3 in that ball. 478. Candlepins for Cancer, a 501c3 charity, $85,000 paid to families going through cancer treatments. I think that's a good thing we're doing. Do your part by helping out. Go to Candlepins number 4, cancer.com. Donations via Venmo. You can also write a check. The address on the website, candlepins4cancer.com. Sign up for rolloffs as well.
Tim was trying to do his part by punching out a second lemon drop, but he didn't quite manage it.
Tim, a 9. 62 through 6, second half underway. And Mike waiting to delve into that Oreo Cakesters 2-pack.
I'm counting down the minutes.
You may not make it to the parking lot without eating
It
that.
may not.
You can get hyperglycemic, so he eats it quickly. Soft baked Oreo Cakesters.
It does look like mini whoopie pies,
It
doesn't
is,
it?
yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, kind of like that. Not as
How
good.
many are in there?
2.
2? Yeah, if Barb's watching, she probably wants me to bring one of the 2 home.
I got an extra in my bag in case she wants it.
You do?
Yeah. Double the pleasure for you guys.
Oh, if only you knew.
3, 6 right, 4, 7 left.
Send it.
offer,
Look at
not
this.
not going down.
That was pretty cool
Now,
looking, though.
I got a Almond Joy. If you like Almond Joy bars, you like those?
I love Almond Joy,
I got one of
sure.
those for you too. Since you like
I
the
have that
Sky
for
bar.
dessert.
All right.
After
Oreo
the
cake,
cakes.
a balanced meal, huh?
Yes. You know, it's a good thing I'm not here every week. You know, you would have me.
Where's RFK?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh my God, I'd
even
be
make
so
Oreos
sick.
correctly anymore.
Takes it down for 9.
Oh,
71 through 7. The second of 3
Boy.
slowing down since I have 142 first.
first you were mean to Craig Holbrook, and now you're mean to RFK Jr.
How many artificial dyes are in this one now? Does it say in the package?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
He's crossing out the. I still like when they say nutrition facts. What
That's my
nutrition?
autograph.
71 refers to Tim Douglas's score, not the red die that might be present.
Douglas checkmark plus the 610.
That's a W variant. We're now getting variants on this sleeve. It's happening so often.
I mean, only 21 grams of sugar, 20 added.
Which is not bad,
No.
really, for something like that.
Yeah,
But is there anything natural in there?
it doesn't say.
I mean, the wrapper has more nutrition in it than the actual cakes.
what a try.
It's not going to stop me, though. I'm still going to eat the Mo.
5 grams of saturated fat, 220 milligrams of sodium, and 20 grams of added sugar.
Not enough
Attention,
sodium for
allergen
me.
information.
I need at
See
least
ingredient
500
panel.
milligrams of sodium to make me happy. Oh, how did nothing go down on that?
8, 79 through 8, 1 under par.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Of course, your favorite ingredient, stearoyl lactate. But you like it. It's got peanut tree nuts in it. You like peanuts. So.
I sure do. Yep. I love supporting the Amazon ecosystem.
You ride the treadmill for an hour after you eat that one.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I'll be at Planet Fitness tonight, 8 o'clock.
The extended hours for Mike Moran.
Yeah, that's right. Well, it's open 24 hours a day.
Head pin left up.
Massive break.
9th box, 2nd string. Can you take advantage? He got it. 89 in the ball. He gets a mock chair.
The mock
From
applause
Troy
has
Fournier,
returned.
his Friday Night Pro League team for Central 1. Boy, they were down 105 at the 2 strings and won it by 21 last night in the final string. A thriller on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube
And when is that available to watch on replay?
right now.
It's there already?
Yeah, it
Cool.
was up last night.
I mean, hang on. This match is a good one, too. Maybe don't click
Yeah,
away.
don't quite go yet.
Thanks, Mike.
It'll still be there afterwards.
1, 3, 7, 8. Always a pleasure to have you, Mike.
Thank you.
Good bid. Oh, so
Oh,
close. 6 in the
seriously,
fill.
7 pin?
95 through 9. So Shaun has a chance to gain some ground on a spare next.
You know what I'm going to do?
Eat the cakester.
I am going to sign these 4 books I have up on the counter here.
10 bogus string 105.
Leave them behind. Sell them for Candlepins for Cancer whenever you sell them. You'll have them with you.
Thank you very much.
Very welcome.
247 for Tim the Tornado Douglas through 2.
I'm going to sign them right now.
Always bring the Sharpie with you.
Sharpie goes wherever I go.
First strike on spare, almost. Wiggling 9 holds. 55 half. He's up 2 in the string. Cuts to 35 of the match. Against 1 spare 6 in the second half. For 2 in a row. Yes! 65 in the
right.
ball through 6. Here comes Shattuck.
Going to claw his way back.
Shaun on the bonus. Beautiful ball. Check mark right. 5 middle. Right of the 5. 3, 6, 10. Spare 9, spare 6. 71 through 6.
So, Paul, even though I've had a sale this week selling books for $10, you can charge 20 or whatever you want. Candlepins for Cancer.
Let's say sell for $20, so why not?
Yeah.
Thank you. Shattuck, 3 in a row. Yes! $50 in bonus money. 81 in the ball through 7. On a roll.
One more look as that 10 pin again was slow to get over, but it did. Just as it was dropping into the pin carousel.
Shattuck in the pocket again. Off the wall. 7, 2, 7, 10. Going for 4 in a row. 88 through 7.
Well, he was down 37 coming into this game, so this is going to get him back a little bit closer, make it a good match in the third game.
Front of the mark. Missed it right. Here comes the wood. Takes down the 2 from behind, but left the 10 up. Streak stops at 3. $25 to win the string. Go right at the pin. Forget about the wood. The number 1 seed, Shattuck, does get the wood to go for a 10. 98 through 8, late in the second of 3.
Six
8
for
pins
8.
to win the string.
6 for 8 on the head pin is Shaun Shattuck.
Shaun just missed right. He's had 13 head pin hits overall, Greg?
That is correct. Both about the same number of sour leaves as the Florence Greenleaf term would have it.
Nice bid. He got
Oh,
it!
look at that. Wow.
4 of 5. Remarkable. He gets 25 in bonus money for winning the string. 108 in the ball through 9.
Big Phil, Shaun, big Phil.
We're going to run out of bonus money, I think, Greg. On the extra session, back in the pocket, spins the 2-4-7. Big break, 9 to 10. Wood to the left. Try to bounce it over. 116 through 9. Back in business.
Well, no help from the right side wood. Left side wood.
Got to go for it on the left.
Can he get this one? He does!
Oh!
2 in a row, 5 out of 6. 126 the ball. Wow!
The ball went airborne. I don't know if the ball took out one of them. Let's see on the instant replay.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it took the 10 pin out, right?
Yes, it did.
He
Nicely
can cut
done.
the single digits. On the bonus, and the second, the pocket 5. What a string, what a finish.
Of course,
131 to 105. He takes 26 off. We've got a ball game. It's down to 11. 1 string to go.
of course, the Pins had to get one last laugh in there. But with Tim Douglas at 247 and Shaun Shattuck at 236, it's going to be a good one as we go down the stretch. 11 pins the margin. Be right back on Candlepin Bowling Network and WON Sports with Candlepins for Cancer.
9 pins. 9, isn't it?
11.
11, I'm sorry, 11. 11 pins. Well, you've been able to milk that whole 4 gallons of coffee, huh?
I've had this since 10 o'clock this
Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're remarkably calm, Faye. I'm impressed.
Thank you, Mike.
We'll get started in just a minute, folks. Ooh. Do you need a minute more, Paul, or shall we get the action started?
Ready to go.
Yeah. It is time for string number 3 of 3 in the final step ladder match here at Boutwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire. My name's Greg Guyar. I'm somehow along Paul Grant and Mike Morin, and we are here to see if Tim Douglas can hold on to this 11-pin lead and win his 3rd straight, or whether house favorite Shaun Shattuck will overtake.
Douglas with his 2nd ladder title. Final string underway. Overtime, 1 string roll off if we tie. Wouldn't that be something? Double overtime or more would be a 2 string roll off.
2 box.
2 box roll off. I said 2 strings?
Yes,
I
you
just,
did.
I was just testing you.
I'm having fun, but are we kidding?
Now I was doing 3 things at once as usual.
Mr. Multitasker.
We were on a lean operation here, Mike.
Douglas, $350 in bonus money. 10 to start the final. String up 11 coming in. What a 2nd string by Shaun Shattuck.
You can fit the entire list of credits on the palm of your hand, but one credit I always forget to mention is the Candlepins for Cancer logo designed by Steve Reno Sr. I never give him enough artist credit, and I'm so sorry because in addition to being a Hall of Fame bowler, he's a fantastic woodcrafter, actually.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, he's created a number of great 2-dimensional wood pieces for a number of places, centers, events, and including our friendly face there, supporting this 501c3 charity.
Douglas missed the chance. You talking about Al Johnson?
And Steve Reno Sr.'s
Yeah,
logo
I stepped there for a
specifically.
second, yeah.
Got merchandise for sale here wherever we stream. Unfortunately, no online option at present, but we're working on it.
Douglas, a Paul Grant special. Missed the 2nd, make the 3rd for a 10. Is there ever a good time for that, Greg?
Maybe if he can go 100 no mark. We haven't seen one of those yet. No, sorry, Paul. No.
Thanks a lot. You know your friends are. Squeezed in between you two here. Getting hit in both directions. Douglas off to the left, 6, 1, 3, 5, 8 on lane 6. It's beautiful, 24-lane house. Great ownership of the Dallas family hosting the Mixed Worlds and Ladies Internationals this June and this August.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Greg.
You only see the half of it. 12 more lanes on the other side.
Douglas, no spare again.
Well, another 10 perhaps. It's hard to imagine him not getting this. But then again, I have jinxed better bowlers. There aren't too many better than him, though, quite honestly. If you watch today.
3 10s to row,
There it
perfect
is.
string, $100 for a perfect string. 10 spares and strikes. 30 through 3 in the third.
A $100 100.
Ooh.
Pull down the description for a complete list of bonus money.
Douglas steams the pocket, but splits 3 and 2.
He's going to have to work for this one to get another 10. Basically, two spares left up there for him. Unless he nails it right here.
Douglas, good try, spins it over somehow.
He's got it.
It's
He's
coming
got
back.
it.
It
Oh!
Wow, incredible. Remember that one, folks.
Well, we hate to disappoint you folks at home, but there will be no 100 games of all 10. Sorry.
Another jinx by Mike Warren.
Yeah, there you go.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah. Last time you'll hear from me today.
No, you're a gentleman, true class act like Greg we are. 40 the ball through 4 here in the third.
And the ICBA sours are fun because if you foul on this, the mark shall remain. So you can't even go in no mark then.
On the bonus, crossing over 6, 7, 3, 6, 10, over 2 in a row. 47 through 4. The 3 seed leads the 1 seed. For 2 in a row, missed it.
Oh.
Rare miss for him in that situation. He thought it was a single pin, I guess. Tough break for him. Good news for Shaun Shattuck. Another 10. Perfect half. 57 through 5 on Candlepin Bowling Network on the WON Sports Television Network. Update from Greg.
57 half. By perfect, we mean all 10 spares and strikes. I forget if we did it on this broadcast, but now you know.
House bowler Shaun Shattuck. 647 qualified to get to number 1. Strong second string. These are strong 3s. String number 3,
Boy,
9.
That could have been.
A jolt from the 3 survives. Go right at it. You could tap that wood to the right, but I would not guarantee it.
No.
For a spare. Right on!
Oh.
Couldn't cut the single digits with a fill.
Skinny jeans, Randy. 10 and a ball.
On the bonus, the strike is huge. He gets a split. Wobbling 6 wants to go right turn, Clyde.
Yeah, went the wrong way.
2, 4, 7 to 10, 16 through 1 in the final string. Up 6 in the string, he's down to just a handful in the match.
A dozen if he pins this out.
It's going to be like another Joey Lister, Tim Douglas finish. For another mark, off the mark, 2 in the 10. It's a 57 half from Douglas. Trying to pin out. Gets a 9.
Great try.
25 through 2 in the final string. 1 string roll off we tie. Up 5 in the string, down a touchdown in the match.
There's something so different when you have so many eyeballs in the back of you. It's almost Worlds-esque because then everyone's just hanging on every pin, even on that third ball.
Off to left, 6, 1, 3, 7, 10. Try to split the uprights. This can go.
It happens on all our ladders where the final matches get the most attention, but this escalated quickly.
Can he get it? Oh, what a try. Couldn't get to the 10.
Oh, no.
Wow, tough break. That looked good, didn't it? Shattuck making a name for himself, 9. 34 through 3 in the third. Up 4 in the string, down 7 in the match.
Well, he's 35, and he's probably bowled here his entire life.
Yep.
It's just a big question of how many other big-name bowlers we just haven't heard from until now.
Just missed right. 6, 1, 3, 6 to 9 and back right. Well, Troy Fournier, John LaScarborough, house bowlers for years, now bowling the pro circuit now. Shattuck trying to pick it up. He does! 4, 4, 4, 44 through 4 plus 1. Up against a spare 7. A strike makes it interesting. It's a 10 in the fifth. Right now he's down 14 in the match. Minus this. Smooth ball crosses over. Reverse triangle in the 7.
No.
A piece to work with. Still low odds, but has a shot. 50 through 3 in the string, down 8 in the match. Can he kick it over? No. 6 in the 7. Get one here. He'll lead at the half, but down either 9 or 10. Going to the final 5.
Yeah, getting a few pins back.
He cut it to 5 at one point. Shattuck at 8. 58-57, up 1 in the string, down 10 in the match.
10 pins, halfway
5 blocks
through.
to go.
Wow.
Let's pause 16.7 seconds for station ID from the Soothing Sounds of Greg Gouillard.
I'm not sure I'll be able to wait that long, but this is Candlepin Bowling Network on Facebook and YouTube. Please like the video by hitting the thumbs up button if you're logged in. I'd hate for you to get bumped out of this, but hit the thumbs up button if you're logged in so that everyone can watch this thrilling finish, I'm sure.
Douglas on the head pin, 3-1 split, 2-4-7-10. He's had a lot of splits this string, hasn't he, Greg?
He has had 3 in this string and 8 overall in the match. Shattuck has 6 overall in the match.
Douglas going for a spare, 2 full.
I think Dean Sullivan got splitted to death there in his match when he went out in our second show.
Pick your favorite pin. Every pin counts. 9, 66 through 6. 9 blocks to go. 4 for him, 5 for Shaun. Unless we have overtime. You haven't had one yet.
If he gets all 9s here on out, Shattuck can just win with 1 mark.
Douglas rolls left on the 2-8. He's trying to hang in there. He's feeling some pressure now. Remember, he won the first by 42. Is down up even higher than that. Shaun came storming back with a 131 second to cut it to 11. It's 10 right now for Tim. Second ball, almost.
What a try.
Shaun needs 2 marks right now to win the match, more than likely. It's going to be hard to outpin Tim head to head. Maybe a pin here, a pin there, but probably 2 marks to have a chance if Tim does not mark. Tim a 10. 76 through 7.
I had no idea you could phone a friend on this show.
4 10s in the string.
Well, that's Al calling to say, stop with the bonus money already.
It's actually 5 10 boxes for Tim. He's only left the one standing.
That's right. 3 10s. That's right. 5. 3 to start. And no perfect string at that 9 box, a couple boxes to go.
The 400 triple bonus money will probably be left in the envelope, too.
Well, 300 for a triple, 400 if he gets another strike. 1 3 8 10. Big crowd in here watching here. Good to see.
And a small crowd, too. One day they'll grow up to see the pins.
Small kids. Douglas. Oh, he stole it! Unbelievable!
How did that
Wow!
happen? Wow.
Grand larceny, lock him up.
We
A
don't,
stolen spare. That could be a game saver. 86 in the ball through 8. The way he drew it up.
we got the video evidence, officer. Take a look at this one. Wood spins the 3 into the 1.
Wow. That could be the difference. He gets a laugh. It's
Troy broke him.
Troy Funny
What did he
teasing
say?
him.
Something about butter?
Parquet. Butter, parquet.
Yeah, like a Nutter Butter snack or something. I don't know if that. I have no idea.
Clipped wing eagle. 5 is the fill. You always get a lucky shot. You always get a lousy fill, it seems like. 91 through 8.
That's karma.
Reverse karma.
Do not count Shaun Shattuck out. He was great in the qualifiers. Great in the second string today. Decent start in the third. Douglas. He got another one! Unbelievable!
The same kind of shot. Where the pin was tripped from below.
101 on the ball in the 9th. How about that one, folks?
Hey, that was an object pin
Have
this
another
time.
look at it?
Yes, we will.
All right.
Into the 2-4-7. It's a scorpion tail kick on this wood. It whips right around forward, 6-3.
Yeah, there it is. You called it. Beautiful work on the instant replay, young man.
Karma reincarnation. It's a complete circle.
Douglas goes left, steals 7 more. 1-3 in the 7. 108 through 9. Another mark for $50 in bonus money for 3 consecutive marks in a row in the same string. So I get $350 today for another mark. No.
So Shaun's going to know what he needs. He'll sit,
3 marks.
yeah. Tim just has to sit and
And
watch.
Troy encouraging him here.
Like last game with Lister.
Douglas ends the string with a 9. Nice finish after a tough start by his standards. 117, 364.
And the bowlers are here because of those third ball fundamentals. You need those 2 pins. Otherwise, he risks giving Shaun a chance to get back in with maybe less than 3 marks or weaker fills.
Shaun needs a 128 to tie, a 129 to win the championship match. Pocket shots, 8, 4 and the 10. No wood, no luck. 58 through 5 coming in not on a mark. Up 1 in the string, down 10 in the match. Nothing there. And Tim's got to be fortunate that spare. He got that first one of 2. Shaun's getting a 70 half pretty much. Takes a 9. 4 box to go in the championship match. 67 through 6 thanks to WON Sports and Jonathan Rios. Put us on 37 stations across the country, including Honolulu, Hawaii, Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Cincinnati, Ohio, Wisconsin, so many more. Chance for the 3 and the 6. Got to get some marks now.
Is it my imagination, or did Shattuck get even more down to the lane on that one? It just seemed like a really smoother delivery.
For a spare. Yes! Still in there. 77 in the ball through 7. 3 boxes to go.
He has racetrack. That's 1. He needs 2 more, and good count on this one. A 20 box does not immediately give him the lead, but it would make the place go nuts.
Head pin hit, 7. Chance 2, 4, 7. Can that wood get in the way? 84 through 7.
Absolutely it could, but it could also go on the outside.
For another spare. Miss left. The object pin is there. The 2 needs 2 marks now to have a chance. 127 needed to tie for a 120 to tie, 129 to win. A 10. 94 through 8. All right, Greg, the situation needs 34 to tie, 35 to win.
Yep.
2 marks required.
2 marks required. 14 bonus pins on those 2 marks.
Shattuck, beautiful ball. 9, nudging the king. Won't go. Could have used that one. Same spot takes it. And boy, that lucky spare Tim made, missing that head pin. The wood carried it for an unusual spare. Could be the difference in the match. Shattuck missed it. Now needs a double strike. And that is not there for a 9. 103 through 9. Valiant effort may fall short. He's a double strike to win. 25 box to tie, 26 to win. Otherwise, Tim Douglas wins his 2nd ladder championship.
The difficulty of Candlepin, the consistency you need, even in that 29th box.
Shattuck, nice ball, won't go, and Tim Douglas has won it again. The 3 seed wins 3 matches to take the title in $1,300. Shaun missed left. Good effort by him. Tim, $375 in bonus money, winning the string again. Shaun, 8. Good representation for Boutwell's Bowling Center. Conquering the edge of the house ball of 111.
Incredible.
347, not bad. 364 to 347. Tim Tornado Douglas wins the championship by 17. Greg.
Yeah, you said it, Paul. Stay tuned. $100 strike challenges coming up next, and the post-game interviews here on Candlepins for Cancer on CBN and WON.
Tim has 375.
And by the way, Paul, you can use the mics down there. What a match, folks, wasn't it? That missed single was such a heartbreaker there, but 10 marks to 10 for Tim Douglas over Shaun Shattuck. It was really just those bonus pins that made all that difference. All the spare strikes and the 9-drop. I mean, 44 bonus pins in that first string alone for Tim Douglas. That was the big way. That was how Tim Douglas came out ahead. So one more time, Shaun Shattuck, $50 for 3 in a row. Yes, that's right. He won that last string as well. And yes, that's right. Paul's compiling some bonus money, and then we'll get started with the strike challenge. Tim Douglas won $375 across his 3 matches in bonus money. Tim forgot about the strike challenge. And welcome back. It is time for the strike challenge here on Candlepins for Cancer. You see the final result, Tim Douglas over Shaun Shattuck, 364 to 347. Let's see now if Tim Douglas can add $100 to his $375 in bonus money. Needs a hammer in 1 ball, that's how it goes. And unfortunately, he can't get it in any of his 3 attempts. And of course, 2 strikes today sent him over the top. Shaun Shattuck, a valiant representative of Boutwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire. He'll take aim at the strike challenge. It will be a fitting conclusion. Got his head pin. It's too full, and no wood will roll across the 247. Stay tuned. The interview
Don't
is
go
next.
too far, buddy.
Well, Mike, that was fun.
Yeah, it was fun because we had so many people, well, cheering for everybody, but the fact that young Shaun Shattuck gave it a really, really good run. So come on up, talk to us.
Give it up for Shaun Shattuck.
Yeah, there we go. I mean, I know that everybody wants to win, but I looked over at Tim when in the 8th or 9th frame you had a split or something and you mathematically were out. He just put his head down. You were happy you won, but you felt bad for the guy, right? Yeah, I'll give you that much. So how was the experience?
Oh, it was great. Bowling, great competition. Yeah, the pins didn't fall my way, but
Yeah, but again, you had so many people supporting you. The owners were here, right up front, watching. I know. How long have you been bowling here at Boutwell's?
since I was 3, so 32 years.
Right. Is this the highlight, or there's some other times that you would look back and say, "Wow, that was something else"?
This is up there.
Yeah.
Definitely up there.
I would say.
I mean, still beating Dan's got to be.
Yeah.
That's definitely up there.
All right. Not everybody can say that.
I know, right?
And not everybody got to the top spot in Candlepins for Cancer. Next time, maybe it'll be easier for you.
Yeah, I hope so. Maybe not be the top seed and work my way up like he did.
Well, congratulations. You gave everybody a thrill here.
Thank you.
Shaun, you're true gentleman, true class. Give for Shaun Shattuck. Get $900 for the runner-up and $75 in bonus money. $975. Congratulations. All right, thank you, Shaun Shattuck.
right,
Let's bring it. Second ladder title for Tim the Tornado Douglas from Marshfield, Mass. You did it again, Tim. Boy, that strike, that spare you got luckily may have saved you.
Yeah, I got 2 lucky spares, and what are you gonna do? It's bowling. I was happy to bowl against Shaun, and I wanted to, so I put my mind to it so I can come to the finals to bowl against him, and it was awesome.
You had 37 pin lead up to 1. You're looking good. You had in the 40s. You came right back, cut it to 5 at one point. Made it interesting.
Yeah, I started overthrowing my ball, so I kept bouncing it, and then in the last game, for some reason, it was working for me. So
Now, you did get a lemon drop. It's triple lemon drop, and it was in your first box, so it should be quadruple lemon drop.
I'm gonna give you money back. Don't worry, I'm gonna give you some money back. So
All right.
it's gonna be like probably 200.
Now,
or
you
more.
got 2 Candlepins Cancer title. Your brother, the Twister, Scott, has 1 title. What do you got to say to your brother, Scott Douglas, the Twister?
I'm the better Douglas.
Hey, bring your parents down for a second. Paul and Jean, come on down.
Dad won't be able to come down.
He's got injury.
Do you want to come down?
He can't walk. He's okay. All right.
Come down? No?
All right, Tim. A 3-letter word.
Wow, I have to appreciate my parents for coming and watching me the whole thing.
They
So
always come to support you all the time.
yeah, and I'm pretty happy to be here for me.
Okay, so we have $1,300 for first place, and we have $375 in bonus money. Not bad.
Not bad. Thank you.
Mike, always a treat to work with you.
Thank you. This was one of the best crowds we've played for. I think the dynamics of the great bowling and, of course, the hometown favorite. It was really worth watching and being here. Thanks for having me.
You're a true gentleman, class act. Great to work with you again. Hope to do it again soon.
I hope so. Thank you, Paul.
Thanks for watching this great game of Candlepin Bowling. It's unbelievable for any age. Candlepin is cool. Back to Greg Gouillard to wrap it up.
Thanks so much, Paul Grant and Mike Morin. Thank you very much. This has been Candlepins for Cancer on Candlepin Bowling Network and WON Sports. More content coming up. Candlepin Bowling Network. We got Exeter once a month we're going to be covering tomorrow. And then, of course, the position night of Friday Night Pro League we're looking forward to. We will almost certainly have the call of Central 3 and Exeter, pending logistics of that. But that's enough tomorrows for tonight. This is Greg Guyar speaking. Thank you very much for watching. And until next time, so long.